Okay. Um, Good morning. Happy Sunday. I really am dropping in with a quick word. Quick, very quick. So I was just in prayer and I've only tapped into the word a little bit, okay? But obviously, me and Abba are talking, and I just wanted to share something about current times, okay? So, how people, right, we have this understanding that when we hear the word the end of time, okay, people lose their mind. And it's because there's a negative connotation associated with this, say, lack of revelation. Because when we have revelation, we understand. And when we understand, then our perspective shifts. And I'm going to give you guys just, I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean. So, the end of time literally means the end of an era, okay? At the end of an age, right? And so, this does not mean that the world quite literally is ending, okay? This means that we are shifting. We are shifting from one age or one era to another era, okay? And I want to tell you why we should be rejoicing. Rejoicing. Fact of the matter is, when you think about the word time, okay, I want you guys to sit with me. Sit with me. Okay, let's have this bread real quick. When you think about the word time, when someone is convicted of a crime, what do they receive? Time. Time, quite literally, is prison. Okay. When Adam and Eve ate from the apple of the tree of knowledge, they fell into time. When we are at a job and we are ready to go, when we get there, what are we paying attention to? The clock, because we are paying attention to time. When we are out in the world, even if we are, say, enjoying ourselves, we can get lost in time. Now, I want you to understand that aspect of it, because when you are enjoy, who do we know is joy? Okay, who do we know is joy? When you are in joy, you lose track of time. When you are exploring your passions, you're doing something that you love, you do not pay attention to the clock because you want to be lost in time. Time no longer matters. Right? Like, I want you to get that concept through your mind. It's only when we are dreading the things that we do or have to do that we pay attention so closely to time. So when you now hear the phrase end of time, this means the end of prison. Okay? This means the end of prison and limited supply. Because hear me now, time is a limited commodity. That is why God does not live in time. He is unlimited, okay? Time is a limited commodity. We only have so much time on earth. That's another reason why the flesh doesn't really care what it does and what trouble you get into while you're here, because it knows that it's only here for a short time. Another reason why in Revelation 12, the last the last verse, Revelation 12:12 says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time." We should be rejoicing that it is the end of time. Because when we are in time, we are submitting to not Master Yah, not Adonai, which is Lord, Master, okay, which is Yahuwah HaMashiach. which is Yahweh, okay? But we are submitting to the master of time. This is also a reflection of the mark of the beast, okay? So whether it's money, time, okay? Anything that centers around those two things, I would say, could be the mark of the beast. We know that the mark of the beast is, say, 6. But 6 is the number of man, okay? 6 is the number of man, and it is also the number of service, okay? So we know that there are reflections, right? We know that there's duality, rather, okay? So when man is not a reflection of God, he is a reflection of, okay? And that is time. So in this new era, okay, what we can expect is to be more purpose driven, okay, to be more purpose driven, to be more centered and focused around our passions, serving, okay, serving God, all right, and serving God's people, okay, and again, just tapping into our creative abilities, the things that God, the gifts that God instilled in us, and also, biggest of all, is purpose. When you get into purpose, you will be challenged to lose your grip on time because you don't know when the sun will come, okay? You don't know how long it'll take for you to, say, depends on what you think success is, but you don't know how long it's going to take for you to get to that pinnacle. So you have to release your expectation with time. You are no longer on the schedule of the world, but you are on God's alignment. You are in God's alignment. You are on God's divine time. So I want us to, this Sunday, right? I want us to rejoice, to praise. Y'all know my song is Yahweh, and I think it's by Matthew Stevenson and Chandler Moore, amongst like a choir. Don't quote me. Just go put up or type in Yahweh and see those two names. That's the song. I want you guys to listen to that song. I'm going to give y'all a challenge for the next week, okay? Early in the morning, soon as you awake. And let that start to ring in your mind so you can start to praise God even upon your waking, okay? So we can all rejoice for the end of time because it is definitely, oh my, what a time to be alive, okay? What a time to be alive. And if you are struggling, if you're going through something, I'm telling you, not saying that you will not go through something because we're going to talk about all of this, I promise. Well, I shouldn't promise, but I'm saying it's to come, right? There are going to be seasons like your Job season, okay? Which we can go deeper into that, but I'll just leave it here. When you're going into purpose, that might mean that you leave a job or somehow or another your career no longer aligns with you. You lose the job, okay? That is because you are aligning to God's way, which is Job in the Bible, where you will lose before you gain, okay? And that is where your integrity is built, okay? That is where your character is tested, okay? And so if you are someone who is going through that, I just want you to stand strong in your convictions, know who you are, and listen to that song. I'm telling you, this is a time to rejoice. I'm telling you. Last thing is to read Job chapter 27, 1 through 12. Ciao.